I'm back! So in this video, I'm going to share exactly how you can plan your next 12-week year using the 12-week Masterplan template, and then make sure you stay right until the end because I'm going to be showing you my goals and exactly what I am working towards in this next 12 weeks. So goal number 1 is to generate X amount in business. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Montelle B, and this is a channel where self-mastery meets work in progress. So as you can see by the title, I think you already know what today is all about. I am going to be planning out my next 12-week year. And not only that, I am so excited to share something very special that I've been working on for the past few months, which is the 12-week Masterplan Notion template. I'm so excited to officially announce this on my YouTube channel. If you're a part of my inner circles, my free Facebook group, which by the way, all of you should be joining, or my Reinvent Yourself challenge, then you already know about this template. A lot of you have already purchased it, using it and absolutely loving it, but I'm officially now sharing it with you all here on YouTube. I'm so sorry it took so long. I'm not even going to get into all of that excuses because there's no excuses. Here I am, and I'm so excited to finally be planning out my next 12-week year with you and showing you this new and improved template. If this is the first time you're coming across the 12-week year method, maybe it's the first time you're watching one of my videos and you're thinking, what is even going on here? Let me break it down. So last year I came across the book, which is called the 12-week year, and within that book it explains a productivity / goal setting / execution system that is designed to help you achieve your wildest goals in 12 weeks or less. Now, I'm someone who I like things to happen quickly. I can be very impatient, although I'm working on it. God is doing works in me to really help me to be more patient, but I'm someone who likes speed. I like tenacity. I like to achieve things quicker. So when I came across this method, I was like, sign me up. This has got me written all over it. I like speed, and I need to be fully engaged in order for me to stay motivated with whatever it is I'm doing. When I think too long term, which although it is good to have a long-term vision, I know for myself, when I think too far into the future, whether it's a year, 2 years, 5 years, I almost get bored and I get overwhelmed by the thought of what's to come, and I start to overthink the process, start to question, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right things? And I can often get myself into an existential crisis as well, thinking, what is all this for? Is it going to mean anything? These small action steps I'm taking today, what are they going to mean in the long run? These were all the thoughts and the questions that used to mull around my mind, and it used to actually drive me crazy. I went through periods of burnout, periods of just feeling unmotivated and uninspired, and of course that energy just then led to further disappointment and lack of confidence in myself, lack of confidence in my abilities, and this all just began to spiral. And this happened over the span of a few years until I came across this method, and it really did transform my life. Although the method itself is so simplistic, and yes, essentially it is just quarterly planning, right? There's not really any difference. Although you don't have to complete the 12-week year method in quarters, you can complete it as and when you feel. So although it is quite simple, and the book itself is such an easy read, there's nothing technical, there's nothing really in depth about it. It's just very simple and to the point. And for the stage I was in my life at that point last year, that's what I needed. I just needed a wake up. I needed a shift, and this method really provided me with that. So literally this time last year in April was when I came across this method. I decided, yes, I'm going to try this, and I shared it with you all here on YouTube. This was the first ever video that I created, which hundreds of thousands of you have now viewed, which is mind-blowing to me. But that was the first video I created on this method. Did not expect that video to blow up the way it did. And from me sharing my journey with this method, not only was I able to achieve my goals of hitting 100,000 subscribers, learning a new language, do it well. I didn't actually achieve the splits goal. Let me not lie here. I did not achieve that goal, and yeah, I really don't think my body is made for flexibility, but we're gonna get there. We will get there, but I didn't achieve that one. However, what I did achieve along the way was discipline, consistency, just regaining that sense of identity and that belief in myself. I gained a community of all of you amazing, inspiring people who are also on their journey of reinventing themselves. And not only did I achieve this for myself, but so many of you went through this journey as well. Every other day on TikTok, somebody was tagging me with the free template I created, which, oh yeah, also forgot to mention that I created a completely free template, which I shared with you all. And when I say hundreds and thousands of you have downloaded that template, have used it, have loved that template, have given me so much feedback online, but also in person. It was only the other week I was at an event and so many people came up to me like, yes, I've been using your free template. It's helped me with my studying. It's helped me build my business. It's helped me with content creation. And yeah, my heart is just so full for the impact this 12-week year trend has had. And I knew that I now wanted to up the level, because of course with everything we have to upgrade, we have to improve. And the free template I created was amazing. It did the job. It was functional. But let's be honest, it was very basic, and it's because I created it myself. It was so basic, but it did its job. However, I wanted to take it up a notch, and I've actually been working very closely with an expert Notion designer to design the brand new and improved 12-week Masterplan template, which is going to honestly be your best friend when it comes to productivity, goal setting, self-discovery, vision creation, and daily habits. That is exactly what I said to my Notion designer when I was really thinking about how can I create the most practical, efficient, simplistic, but still aesthetically pleasing template that there is on the market. And when I say we delivered, and even if this wasn't my template, I would honestly buy it. It's that good. I'm not even just saying it because it's mine. This is honestly the best template when it comes to the 12-week year method. I really enjoy using this template. It's got all the functionalities that you could need, and it's definitely a step up from the free template that I offered. So in this video, I'm going to share exactly how you can plan your next 12-week year using the 12-week Masterplan template, and then make sure you stay right until the end, because I'm going to be showing you my goals and exactly what I am working towards in this next 12 weeks. All right, so here is the beautiful 12-week Masterplan template. I don't even know if you can see that because of the lighting, but of course I am going to be sharing my screen as well. So this is what you're going to see when you download the 12-week Masterplan template. As you can see, there is an area at the top for you to add in your start date. And like I said in the beginning, there's no set time that you have to start your 12-week year. You do not have to wait until a new quarter starts. This is not your Q1, Q2, Q3 kind of planning. Although this 12-week year perfectly aligned with Q2, which is why I started in Q2. However, if you're watching this video a few weeks, a few months from now, you can get started whenever you like. And I would encourage you to join the 12-week Masterplan free Facebook group as well, because in that group, you'll get the support and encouragement you need, regardless of when you're starting this process. So at the top, you want to go ahead and put your start date. You can see that there's a nice cute widget here as well, which you can change if you're someone who you don't want to see that clock. Maybe you want to have a calendar or a note or add a quote in there. You can actually change this. And when you download the 12-week Masterplan template, you also get access to an online portal which includes walkthrough trainings, tips and tricks, tutorials, how to get the best out of Notion, and loads of just great advice in there. So if you're wanting to change that widget, I will show you how you can do that within the portal. As you can then see, we have a space to add your goals in there. So you can see goal 1, goal 2, goal 3. I personally just love the clean aesthetic of the images behind the goals. But if you're someone who you want to actually add the goal in there. You want it to be more visual. Maybe if you've got financial goals, you can add an image of money in there. If you've got health goals, you can add an image of maybe the ideal body that you're working towards. Whatever you want to customize, it's honestly yours to customize. This is going to be your template, so you can do whatever you like. Underneath the goal section, you can see that there's a space to add in your strategies. If you join the 12-week Masterplan Facebook group, I have so many trainings just breaking down the difference between goals, strategies, tactics, priorities, all of that within there. But essentially, a strategy is what you have decided you're going to work towards for this next 12 weeks in order to achieve your overall goal. So for each goal, you want to include your strategies. You want to have no more than 3 goals, and for each goal, no more than 5 strategies. The point of the 12-week year is to create intention. Every goal you've set, it wants to have a clear focus. This is not just your vision board where you just slap anything on there and just hope for the best with your goals. We are being strategic with what we're working towards. We are being very focused with our goals, which is why you only want to have 3 main goals. And that doesn't then mean that everything else in life has to come to a halt. Obviously, life goes on, but what it does mean is for this next 12 weeks, you are going to do your best to focus on these goals that you've set. Then as we move down on the template, in fact, before we move any further, let me show you this section, because this is actually what you're going to want to do before you even think about your goals. You first want to complete a life audit. So you can see underneath this clock, we have this toolbar here, and there's a section for your life audit. So similar to the free template, how we had that life audit section just towards the bottom, this is going to be the section that you want to complete first. And in this section, we've done our best to include all of the different areas in life that you may want to audit. So we've got physical health, spiritual, habits and routines, careers, relationship with partner, relationship with children, finances, emotional state, energy. Like, we've got so many different areas in here. However, this is fully customizable. So if there's an area that doesn't really resonate with you, maybe you don't have children right now, you don't have a partner, then you can just go ahead and delete those sections. And then there's also a section for you to add in as well. So if there's a specific area that relates to your life and you want to audit that, then you can just add it in by selecting this new button just at the bottom. I'm just going to give you a quick idea of how this works. So let's say one area that we're wanting to audit is career. So what you want to do is you just want to hit that section, and then you can see that there's a section here which says before 12 weeks. So you want to click that section. And then this gives you some options for ratings. So you can rate it between 1 and 10 stars. 10 stars, of course, being you're at the top of your game, you're thriving, everything is going well. There's no need to really prioritize this area. You just want to continue the work and efforts that you're already putting in. Or you may want to rate it a 1. Maybe you're unemployed right now, you don't have a business set up, you've got no finances coming in, you're really unsettled in this area in life. If that's you, you may want to rate it a 1. Or of course you can rate it anywhere in between. Now, the important thing about this life audit is you want to be honest with yourself. It only has to be you that sees this template. This is personal to you. So the more honest you are with yourself, the better results you're going to get. So then once you've completed this section, let's say I rate this area, let's go for a 5. Then the next section is after 12 weeks. So you don't want to touch this section until you've completed your 12-week year. And then you can also see a section for vision in 1 year. So this is where you can then start to write down, what would you love your life to look like a year from now? If there were no limits to your potential, what would you be doing? What would you have achieved? What promotion would you have? How much money would you be making? You really want to be as visual and as creative as you can be with this section. And I know a lot of people can struggle with really thinking about their big crazy visions that they have, which is why inside the Reinvent Yourself Challenge, which is my 5-day coaching experience, I really teach on how to create that full crazy faith vision that exceeds your current circumstances, that goes beyond your current reality. So if you're someone who struggles with vision creation, maybe you want to join that challenge. All the details will be down in the description. So yeah, you want to complete all of the sections, and then once you've done that, you can then start to see, okay, which sections have I rated the lowest? and that'll give you an idea of maybe where you want to start, what you want to prioritize for these next 12 weeks. Now, it's not by force, of course. It's not to say that because you've rated one area quite low, then you have to focus on that area. But it just gives a bit of guidance, because I know sometimes we get stuck thinking, what should we prioritize? Especially as multifaceted, creative individuals, we have so many ideas, so many plans, so many things that we know we could be doing and should be doing and want to achieve. And that can be very overwhelming. And that was the case for me when I first came across this 12-week year method. I was just so overwhelmed with being passionate and creative and skilled and talented in so many different things. Like, how do I decide? So I had to decide by using this process. And something I also share inside the Reinvent Yourself challenge is how you can determine which areas to focus on section. Then let's keep moving down onto your main template. Now you've done the life audit, you may have some ideas of what goals you want to work towards. So you can go ahead and complete the top section and then figure out what those strategies would be. So let's keep scrolling down. You can see that there's a nice area to just add a cute quote in there for some daily encouragement. The next thing you'll then need to think about is daily action steps. So these are going to be your tactics, and you really want to be thinking about what is going to be the most impactful action steps that I can take on a day-to-day basis that are income producing, that are impactful, that are going to grow me in some way. You want to be thinking about what can I do every day to make sure that I'm moving closer to my goals. And these are what are going to become your daily tactics. This is where the template gets really, really exciting, because on the last template, it was quite limited in the sense of, okay, now you've got your tactics, then you have to copy them into your daily tracker, and it just wasn't as functional and optimized. However, this one's fully optimized. And can I just say as well, for all of you, those of you out there who took my free template and copied it and sold it for your own, you know, I'm not mad at you. Do what you want to do. I'm not mad. But let me tell you, if you try that with this template, first of all, it's copyrighted. Second of all, everything in this is so custom coded that if you try to copy this and maybe change a few things and then resell it, it's going to break. Let me just tell you, it will break. So don't even try that. But yeah, this is an area that is just really going to change the game for your daily action steps and planning. So once you're adding your tactics, you can then decide which goal that is going to be for. So you'll have your goal 1, goal 2, and goal 3. And then you can also choose the different days that you're going to complete that action step. So when it comes to setting your tactics, not everything you're going to do on every single day. For example, when I had a goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers and I wanted to post, let's say 3 times a week, I'm not then going to post every single day. Maybe I just want to post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So this template allows you to actually choose the days. You can choose every day if you want to, but you can also choose, let's say, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then you can also choose the different weeks. So you can choose every week, or maybe you've got a few action steps that are not every week. Maybe it's every other week or once a month. So you can go ahead and choose that. For me, I'm just going to choose every week. And what makes this so great is that it optimizes your daily tracker, which is the next section. And just for purpose of this video, I'm just going to quickly add something here so you can see how this works. So let's say one of my tactics was to upload YouTube video. So that's going to be one of my tactics. Then I've chosen my days. So I've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I've chosen the weeks, which is every week. This will be clearer when I show you my own template towards the end, so make sure you stay for that. But as you can see, I've got my tactic in there now, and I've selected the days and the weeks and all of that. So when you then go down to your daily tracker, which is where you're going to spend the majority of your time, this is where once you've created the strategy, you've set the goals, you've got your tactics, you don't really have to look at the rest of the template unless you're making any updates. This is where you'll be looking day in and day out. So you can see on here that my tactic for uploading a YouTube video, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, what makes this so much better than the previous template is that when I check off Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's then going to show, I don't know if you can see that because my iPad just includes that thing there. But you can kind of see that it shows 100% in there, which on the previous template, you would have had to click every single day. Even though you don't complete this action step every day, you'd have to click every day for it to show 100%. But now you don't have to do that. It's so optimized, and it's just so much easier and so much more functional to use. And then when it comes to actually tracking your progress, it's going to be accurate. So to track your progress, you just scroll back up to the tactics section, you click on my progress, and then you can start to see how you're doing every single week. So I'm currently on week 1. I don't know why week 2 is there. I don't know what I've done there. Let's see. Week 2. Oh, I didn't mean to click those in there. Okay. So yeah. So now once you go into your progress section, you can then see that for week 1, I'm on 100% because I've hit all of my action steps. So everything on this template is just really optimized towards execution. That's exactly what this is. The 12-week master plan is not just your goal planning system. It's not just your vision board. It is actually there and designed to encourage you to execute. So yeah, that is the 12-week master plan template, and not only are you getting a beautifully designed and functional template, but you'll also be getting technical support, bonus trainings, and if you join my 12-week master plan Facebook group, I host bi-weekly accountability meetings as well. So yeah, tell me another Notion template that offers all of this support. And when I say technical support, I mean by an expert Notion designer. Do not walk to my description box. Make sure you purchase this template, get inside, and get started with your 12-week year. Speaking of that, let's now get into my personal 12-week year master plan. And I'm going to be sharing with you all of the goals that I have set for this next quarter, which I'm just so excited about. I know that this is just going to be a next level 12-week year for me, and it already has proved to be so. There are a few areas where I need to catch back up, let me just say that. But all in all, it's been so great so far. So let's get into it. Right, so welcome to my very own 12-week master plan template. And let me just say again, I know I've already said it, but if this was not my template, I would purchase this and I would be so excited to use it because I just love looking at this, using it. Like I say, it's so functional. It's so satisfying just ticking off my daily tactics, and I'm just really happy with the progress I've been making so far. But it definitely hasn't been perfect. And as I always say, that is the point. Well, it's not the point of the 12-week year, but that is a point that I make in the 12-week year method, which is it's not designed to be perfect. It's not designed for you to achieve 100% every single week. It's designed for you to execute, but not only to achieve the goal, also to become the person. That is the key thing for me. Who are you becoming in that process? How are you changing your identity to align with the person who achieves the goals, achieves the visions, who gets the results, who's committed, who's disciplined? This is what you're building in that process. It's all a journey. As you know, I always say this is where self-mastery meets work in progress, and this is what this method will show you. So yes, it is about achieving the result at the end, but even if you don't achieve the result, look how further along you're going to be. So let's get into it. So goal number 1 is to generate X amount in business. I did decide I wanted to keep that number private, not a secret, but private. And if you're in my Reinvent Yourself challenge, then you'll know exactly what that number is. And yeah, I'm just really excited for that goal. But I just thought, this is the public. I know some people can be very funny on the internet. The next thing is to hit 70,000 followers on IG. So that is a platform I do want to invest more time and effort into. I know that I already have such a great community on that platform, and I just want to grow it as well as growing my business. I know it's a great marketing platform to be on. So although I've had a love-hate relationship with Instagram over the years, I'm low-key starting to enjoy it again. Well, I wouldn't say enjoy, but I'm definitely seeing the benefits of being on there. Let's just say that. The next thing is to deepen intimacy with God. So this is one of them goals that I know is you can't really quantify. You can't really say, okay, by the end of the 12 weeks, I've achieved this result. It's not a SMART goal, as they like to say. It's not measurable. It's whatever. But it's a goal that I know in my heart, whether I've progressed or not in this area. So I still wanted to set it as a goal because it is something that is very important for me and is the highest priority I have right now, to be honest. In terms of strategies then, let's look at number 1. So for my income goal, first strategy is to run free Reinvent Yourself challenges with 800 attendees. So I've already explained the Reinvent Yourself challenge is my 5-day self-discovery, vision creation and intentional planning live coaching experience. All the details will be down in the description if you are interested in joining that program. The next one is 2,000 unit sales of the 12-week master plan. So yeah, I know that this template is going to do so well just because I really believe in it and I'm using it, and I of course I'm going to share it with you all here. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm also going to be running ads to the template, so I just know it's going to do very well this quarter. Strategy 3 is 12 mastermind clients. So I'm going to be launching slash relaunching my group coaching program. So yeah, really excited for that. That's all I'm going to say at this stage, but I'm looking to have 12 clients or students in that program, which again is really achievable. Strategy 4 is 3 videos per week. I have to be honest, this has been my downfall. This is where my template is just looking very empty because this is my first video back on YouTube in over a month, which yeah, it's not acceptable. Let me just say that. I actually don't have any excuses. So I really need to get back on my YouTube game, of course, for the AdSense, but then also to be driving more traffic to my digital products, my programs, all of that. So yeah, 3 videos per week. And then strategy 5 is sponsorships and partnerships. So I really want to be intentional with the affiliate partnerships that I'm creating. I also want to be generating more higher ticket sponsorships. I've made the decision that I'm not accepting any sponsorships that are below like mid 4 figures. And yeah, that's just personally the direction I want to go in now. Sorry if you can hear that. Fire engine. Okay, so then the next one is 70 followers on Instagram. Strategy 1, first and foremost, is to actually create a content strategy, which I kind of don't have, and I still don't have 2 weeks into my 12-week year. So I really need to get that sorted. However, I have just hired an executive assistant and content manager. So yeah, I am so excited to have somebody supporting me on a part-time to full-time basis. The next thing is to post 2 times per day. So that's 1 reel, 1 carousel. I was very strong with this in the first week. It kind of dwindled off last week just because I was traveling and I had a few other things going on. But again, no excuses. So I'll definitely be picking that one back up. The next one is to cross promote on YouTube. So I want to just be sharing on my YouTube videos, making sure you're all following me on Instagram, which by the way, if you're not, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the link down in the description. And then collaborating on live streams. So I'm going to be collaborating with a lot more creators and influencers and having conversations, growing my audience through just connecting with other people. The third one is to deepen intimacy with God. So strategy 1 is daily prayer and devotional. Strategy 2 is to read the full Bible, which I am starting with the New Testament. So I'm going to get through that as quickly as I can. And then I will move back to the Old Testament, which I did start, but I've just decided I want to go New Testament first. And the intention of this is really just to have that once over, read the full Bible, because I haven't done that yet. And then of course I'm going to go back and really be intentional about studying the stories, the lessons, the scriptures. But for now, I just want to have that, like I say, once over of the Bible. The next one is to attend 1 faith-based event per month. So yeah, I've already been on track with that. I've attended quite a few Christian faith-based events, which have been so amazing. And that's one thing that I just feel so blessed about, moving to London and having these communities, having these powerful women who are building businesses from kingdom principles and just connecting and networking. It's been really, really amazing. And yeah, I just plan on continuing that. Attend church weekly, which is something I already do anyway. And then I want to commit to free times. I just made that so confusing. I want to complete free day fasts, which I'm actually on a fast right now, which is going well so far. So yeah, that is strategy number 5. So let's quickly go over my daily tactics. I really don't want this video to be too long, but I already know it's going to be. But anyway, let's look at what my tactics are. The first tactic is to host bi-weekly Q&A or masterclass sessions. So they have been working very well. I've hosted 2 so far, and we've had over 1,000 people register. We've had 400 to 500 people show up live on the calls. So I know that you all love them and I enjoy them as well. So the plan is just to host more masterclasses. These are also great ways to generate sales into my programs, courses, digital products, all of that. In terms of days, I've set them for a Wednesday. So this may change the days, but I just thought, let me put a day in there. So I've gone for Wednesdays so far. And like I said, these are going to be bi-weekly. So I'm hosting these on week 1, week 3, week 5, week 7, week 9, 11, and 10. The next one is to upload a YouTube video, and that's something I want to commit to 3 times per week. So I've got Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The next one is free call to actions on social. So I want to make sure that I'm selling, I'm sharing my products, sharing how to work with me, sharing resources, and that's something I want to do every single day. 1 sales email, I want to do that 3 times per week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. The final one is meeting with Facebook Ads Manager. So that's something I'm going to do every Saturday. As I said, I'm working with the Ads Manager for my digital products. So just want to have those regular meetings with them. And then the next goal is to hit 70k followers on IG. 1 carousel post per day, 1 reel post per day, and then cross promote on YouTube Tuesdays and Fridays. So then the next one, which is deepen intimacy with God. So we've got morning devotional, which I'm going to do every day and every week. 30 minutes reading the Bible every day, every week. 30 minutes of prayer every day, every week. And also with these ones, I've put 30 minutes just as a ballpark, but if I want to go longer, of course I'm going to. I'm not going to say, right, it's been 30 minutes, that's it. I'm just going to go with however I'm feeling and however long I'm feeling led to pray or read the Bible. But I just wanted to say, okay, at least I know I've done my 30 minutes, because I know there's going to be some days where maybe I don't have a lot of time, or maybe I've got a lot going on, or whatever excuse may come up. I know, okay, I only need to dedicate 30 minutes. I can do that. And then the final one is to attend a faith-based event. So that's something I want to do on a Saturday, and that's going to be once per... Well, I said I want to do 1 per month. So I don't know, I've got... Let me change that. So that's going to be week 1, week 5, and week 9? Yeah, that's right. And I have put Saturday in there, but of course they may not always be on a Saturday, so I'll just have to look at that as and when. But for now, I know they're more so going to be on a weekend that I attend. So yeah, that is that. Now let's get into the tracker. As I say, I'm already 2 weeks in. In fact, today we are starting week 3. Which, let's have a look at week 3 then. Let's see how I've been doing. One thing I like to do as well is I'll just organize them into the days. So I like to see everything that I need to commit to every single day. I want that to be at the top, because there are going to be some things towards the bottom that you may not be doing until Saturday. So you don't want that to be the first thing you're always seeing. So today I've done my morning devotional. I have done my Bible reading. I've done my prayer. What have I got left to do today? I need to post a carousel, a reel, and I also need to do my call to actions, and I need to upload this video. Let's have a look at last week. We'll do a super quick review. So last week wasn't that great, to be honest. So yeah, let's see what I missed last week. So last week I kind of fell off with my carousels and my reels. And again, I'm going to use the excuse of I was traveling, but there should be no excuses. And it just, what I reflected on from this was just that I need help, which is why I've hired an executive assistant now. And yeah, I'm just so glad that whole process was so seamless. I found someone who's really aligned with myself, my branding, and just what I'm looking for. So I'm glad that process was so quick. Even last week, as we was going through the onboarding and things, I was just like, I just need you to have already started so I can stay on track. So I know that I've kind of fallen off, but I reflected and I've realized I need more support because I've just got so much going on. I know I cannot do it myself. Although a lot of it looks empty, you also have to remember that you're not completing every action step every day, which is why there are going to be a few gaps. The intention is not to have everything blue checked here. It's just to have the right days checked. So on here, you can see Saturday, there's no checkboxes, which makes it look super empty, but my meeting's only on a Saturday, so for that week I still had my 100%. Okay, the worst tactic was my carousel post. That's where I fell off the most. Well, actually it was YouTube, which was 0. Yeah, YouTube was 0. So anyway, we're here now. And then my sales emails as well. I didn't send out any sales emails last week, so like I say, this is all just really great for reflection on where you need to do better at the end of the day. I know that by the end of this 12 weeks, I will pull it all together. I'll pick it back up, and the goal is not to achieve 100%. It's to achieve at least 80%. That's what they say in the book. If you're on target for around 80%, then you're still likely to achieve your goal. So yeah, we're gonna have times where we have rougher weeks or where we have better weeks. In the end of the full 12 weeks, once you bring it all together, you'll see just how much you've progressed and just how much you've really committed yourself, become that person who you desire to be. And it's just gonna make for an even better experience on the next 12-week round that you complete. So yeah, that is my template so far, and this time around I really do want to make more of an effort to take you on the process throughout the day-to-days. I know a lot of you wanted to see more behind the scenes of the journey, and I have to be honest, I do struggle with vlogging, which is something I really want to get more into, but I just struggle with vlogging and I struggle with showing the behind the scenes and the documenting. But I'm really praying that now I have my assistant and more support with the day-to-day content management, that I can really focus on honing in on my skills of creating and documenting and showing you this process. So yeah, this time around I will make an effort to show you more of the journey, and I'd also really love to see all of your journeys and hear about your success stories and the challenges and milestones. I'm genuinely invested in this method so much, and I'm invested in your success. So I invite you to join me inside the free Facebook group, check out the Reinvent Yourself challenge, and also make sure you go ahead and purchase your 12-week Masterplan template so you can start this journey as soon as possible. That is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.